bill, so but I paid
workstation.
it
So that's
recently,
pretty
and
much it. Now, what I'm going to do
girlfriend loaned me
is
some money, and
I'm going to make a
anyway,
beat, of course, like
I'm
I
going to
said,
get
using
this
my
keyboard.
MPC, and we're going to try to see
You
if
know,
something
I'm
comes out
not.
dope.
Let me say, hold
And
on.
if you,
That's Bolo. It's one of the people I was following when I first got into YouTube. It was like three people: Sir No Quantize, Kurt or Kit. It's a beat maker, and Bolo. I just wanted to just emulate them for a minute, but uh, you know, Circus Mind used to tell me, go to the music store and check out the keyboard. I don't do that anymore. I used to go to Washington Music Center years ago and catch this. My sister used to take us out there back in the 70s. And father used to take us out there. Last time I went out there, I got my PC 88, one of the older ones, one of the first PC 88s. Anyway, I watch YouTube and I trust these people. If I'm sure about a keyboard, I just buy it. This one here, I'm definitely going to get the Moti X, was it M3 or something? But I'm definitely going to get that just to travel light, and that way I don't have to do all my pedal boards and effects and all that stuff. I've been a street performer for over 40 years. I'm looking at myself in here and I'm saying, wow, this guy got old. I have a picture of myself. Where is it? I have a picture of myself, and I'm younger. Here it is. I gave my sister a CD. Back in the day, I was making CDs. I have a picture of me when I first moved into Potomac Gardens. I think it's at my second studio. I lived in it's my third studio. I lived in Ninth and Old, next to Sums, so others may eat. And then it ended up. It used to be a shelter. It used to be an animal rescue center. I actually took my dog there. And I moved. I lived in Patrick Welch's apartments. He was a slumlord. The government made him sell his apartments for $1. Anyway, look how young I am on here compared to me here now. Look how young I look. I didn't even have, before I had my dentures, my dreadlocks down to my neck. They up under my hat, maybe a little longer. And that's when I bought that piano at the Salvation Army, like $300. It was a birdcage action. Nobody wanted to tune it. But look how young I am here. Mr. Roderick Turner took that picture, and I'm a baby on here. But anyway, I'm ready to cook some. Ready to go here and slice up some red pepper, orange pepper, and green bell pepper. I'm gonna fry some potatoes. I'm gonna make breakfast. I'm gonna make myself some salmon salad. I'm so tired right now. My the food lady hooked me up with the food pantry. Well, anyway, this Bolo, he's talking about this keyboard. When I know it's a good keyboard. Matter of fact, the first Moti X, I know I didn't want that. I rather would have the motif than this. I remember when it first came out, I told a guy at church he had got that, and he got upset when I told him to take it back to the store and get not to get that. He got upset with me. I was giving him good advice, just like Anonymous. I told him when he first got his iMac, he got the lower version. I said, man, take that back to the store. You're not gonna be able to upgrade it. He listened to me. He took it back to the store. He got a better one. He had that thing now for it's been over 15 years. I know that, and he's still happy with it. It's matter of fact now I want him to get the M4, M5 is out now. M5 chip for the Mac Mini, and it's like $600. I think it's the M5 is out. Anyway, I usually if I see something and I know it's good, everybody's talking about it. Usually when something come out and everybody's talking about it, I usually get it. Sometimes everybody's not talking about it. But I'm definitely going to get this, I want to get, you know what though? I'm thinking if I get the 7, I wonder how big that 7 is. I mean not the 8. I like my 88 keys actually. But I think this thing might be smaller than the Phantom. The motif what is it? Motif
Like which
MoDX M6. I might get the MoTF M8 because I like my but then again, I think I just might get this just for traveling light. You know, just traveling light. So I can stick and move in the subway and I have everything in there I need. I don't have to use my foot pedals or the coder or none of that stuff. But this Bolo right here, I'm going to start them back again. We're going to do a reaction.
going to try to make a decent beat for you guys today, okay? I'm going to try to do this with no cuts or breaks. And yeah, we're going to try to see if we can come up with something very dope, okay? Now, I know a lot of people are talking about the specs and everything. The biggest thing I've seen is we have more faders. We have 4 on the Modi X's compared to the
Yeah,
Montage.
that's one of the reasons I didn't want to get the 4 faders. I can't see 4 faders. I had 4 faders on the Phantom. I mean the Motif. Yeah, the Phantom. Years ago. And I was getting ready to. Actually, I was going to get the Phantom FX or SH. I think it was FX. I wanted to get the last Phantom that they made, but they want a lot of money for that thing. And this right here, the price and the compactness. I'm over here. I'm ready to slice up. Let's get over here in the kitchen. Cooking with Carlton, y'all. I'm back on my YouTube, man. I didn't pay my YouTube bill, so I've been out of it for a minute. So I'm back in the kitchen here. Let me zoom in. Zoom into the kitchen. I had my my water boil. You know, I get these noodles from the food pantry, and they were, you know, they weren't fresh. I know if it's in the pantry, in the food pantry, that means it was outdated, and they you know, instead of throwing it away. Matter of fact, I was with some of the people that lobbied for the food that people were outdated food in the pantry food. You know, I was with Miss Schneider and them. They were lobbying for that food so people can get it. I'm gonna put more noodles in here. But these noodles, I was cooking them, and then when I rinsed them off and everything, they were mushy. Mushy. I dropped a noodle. There it is. Is that? There. Whoop. Throw that away. Well, I'm going to do some pink salmon today. Yeah, pink salmon salad, but I'm going to make some breakfast. Make some breakfast. Where's that knife? I'll make some breakfast. You're not supposed to use the metal with these non-stick because it scratches everything off of it. But I'm going to let this boil just a little bit. As soon as it starts boiling again, I'm going to turn the fire off and just stir it up and let the noodles cook just a little bit. And then I'm going to strain it and rinse it. But I'm tired now. I had a busy day. I went to a couple of food pantries. They were telling me that the National Guard and military standing in pantry lines wrapped around the block. Let me slice up some of this onion. Onions in the frying pan. Make some fried Oh, that's right. I have some. I still have some smoothie to get the growl off my stomach. This is like morning. It's still morning time. I know it's really late. It's afternoon. I don't even know what time it is. 2 o'clock or something? It should be almost 3. Running out of onions. I had so many onions that I was asking my neighbors to take some. I'm down to, these aren't the freshest onions in the world because it's not even making me cry. And I'm standing right over top of it. My nose and my eyes should be watering. But, you know, I'm just thankful for what I have. I didn't turn the heat on. Turn the heat on. I'm tired though. I'm just gonna take a slow day. I was ready to go to work today. I was ready to go on the subway. I forgot it was a holiday. And we have 3 different bell peppers, red, orange, and green, and a big old garlic elephant. It's not even an elephant clove, but it's a big garlic. Slice this up, put this in there. And I'm going to I have some salmon. I have some, I can't deal with this hot salmon. Hot sardines. It says sardines is high protein. Yogurt is high protein. Canned tuna is high protein. And I need to start building myself up before Christmas gets here. Because after Thanksgiving, I'm gonna have to go to work every day into New Year's. Oh, I don't have the fire on. Turn the heat up. Fire, heat. My father used to say, you don't cook with fire, you cook with heat. Now this is grown. This bell pepper was grown across the street in the church's garden. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Oh, okay. The water's boiling now for the noodles, and I'm going to just turn the fire off, and I want to make some noodle salmon salad. Okay, I'm turning the fire off on this because for some reason this noodles, when I rinse them off, they so much I have to flush them down the drain. I think the shelf life is bell pepper. Man, these are natural bell peppers. They're not like the bell peppers in the store. Some of those foods not even real. You heard of fake food? It's not generic, grown in a laboratory. I'm tired too, and plus I'm still recouping from my detox. These are good bell peppers. I know this is real natural. I haven't had no bell pepper like this. Some of that bell peppers, like I'm saying, it's not real food, man. It's synthetic. Or this might be the synthetic. I don't know. This was grown across the street though. In the garden. I don't worry about no artificial chemicals or pesticides. Am I talking loud enough? Y'all way across the hall there. Let me get my extension. I have an extension. I'm going to put the extension so that I can move my phone a little closer. Wait a minute, I know where the one is. I saw an extension on the floor around here somewhere. I don't want to do no extra work. Uh, I'm too tired to look for stuff now. I'm burnt out, y'all. I didn't have nothing to eat all day except for some smoothie. So I'm gonna knock off early. Bell peppers, orange, red, and green. I might just only eat one meal a day. Red, orange, and green bell pepper. That's good enough. You know how you get really tired when you don't eat? Plus I told you I detox, so red, orange, and green. Let me turn this, the proper light, overhead light. Happy to be back on YouTube. I'm thankful I have my 500 subscribers so I can stream on my phone. Turn your phone sideways, you get rid of them bezels. Yeah. Throw that in there. Plus I have, I'm gonna go back out to the agriculture department before they harvest all of that mint, and it's a bunch of herbs out there. I'm gonna go get as much as I can. Cause I wanna get what I can. Well, I'm not gonna say no more than that. It's growing out there, and I paid my taxes, so this is mint and something else. Maybe some kind of basil, I don't know. But I got it from the agriculture department right downtown here in Washington, D.C. Here's my garlic. Let me dry off this cutting board. It's wet from all that bell pepper. I told you the secret with the garlic, you just smash it. Smash it on the cutting board, and it'll get it out of the skin. Put your knife down, and then you can just slide it right out the skin. See? Comes right out the skin. Happy Veterans Day. Nobody's here but us chickens. I'm going to get back to Bolo in a minute. But I'm definitely going to buy that MoDX M6. What is it? M series. I'm definitely getting that. I don't have to go in a music store and check it out or anything. I know that's what I want. Be a small keyboard, 64 keys, with all the effects. The coder built in, sequencer, everything. Wonder where my regular college kid from India, he probably wonder where I've been. I haven't been live lately. I didn't pay my YouTube bill. I lost a lot of money. I was like $1,400 in a hole. They snatched it right out of my bank account. If you want to make a donation, you can. back in the subway. I have to make all my money. I lost my check. My check got snatched. So if you want to make a donation, here's the Cash App right here. Freeze the screen and send me Cash App if you want. And we get that Venmo. I'm making another. This is for the front of my keyboard. So when I go out and play, people can walk up and scan. This is my Casio. They don't pay me for giving you the brand name neither. Like I said, I'm having a little hard time here. If you want to donate, here's my Venmo. Help get me back established. I'm gonna tape all that on the front of my keyboard. But meanwhile, let me see. I had another extension. Remember that? But I was trying to make an extension. Should be around here somewhere. Hold on. No, I'm not gonna worry about it. Like I say, I'm so tired. Not gonna worry about it. Anyway, I'm gonna. Oh, let me cut up a potato. Cut up a potato. Have my garlic all minced here. I'm gonna put that in there last. It has a tendency to burn. I think they say if you put cooking garlic with butter helps. Butter and olive oil. Something's supposed to stop it from burning. Okay. Here's my coffee cast iron. Let me get that thing out of there, out of the studio. Give me a minute. Oh, here it is, hanging on the wall where it's supposed to be. A lot of times I put things away and I run around looking for it. Not that back talk, boy. Cut that back talk out. When I was in the Navy, and the art part, it's like a squad leader in the Navy. They call him an art part. We used to call him an aardvark. He got demoted. He got branded. He couldn't even deal with it neither. Okay, I'm all charged. I didn't hear it click though. Supposed to make some noise. Anyway, let me see how I'm over closer now to the kitchen. All right. Turn the fire down on there so that it's simmer. Onions, bell peppers, 3 types of bell peppers and spices. I'm gonna turn the fire down on this and let it simmer slowly because I'm too tired to be cooking. Let it cook slow. Oh, my noodles. I told you my noodles were acting up. Oh, see, let me show you. Let's see if these noodles are fresh. I let them overcook again. Oh yeah, they overcooked again. I'd probably have to throw these away and try and start again. They're not all the way cooked though. They should be good. Okay, yeah, they still hard. If they're no good, if you overcook them, they'll be mushy. When you squeeze them in your hand, it'll mush. Some water on them, let them, because it's still cooking, even though it's not in the fire, but it's hot enough to still be cooking. I'm gonna rinse the starch off. We cooking with CARLTON. I slid over there. We cooking with CARLTON in the kitchen. What happened to my order? Yeah, it's still plugged in. The noodles. Oh, they're nice and firm. I can make some salmon macaroni. Need to get a real can opener though. I'm tired. I don't have to take an Advil today. A little bit of back pain. Yeah, these noodles are nice and bouncy, springy. They shouldn't be mushy. I learned that from a little boy from the Philippines. He was showing us how to cook oodles of noodles. He said the noodles should be springy, shouldn't be mushy. Let me show you this. If it's no good, noodles are no good when you, after they cook, you squeeze them in your hand. If it mushes, it should have some kind of consistency. Even if you squeeze it all the way. See how that popped open? That's a good noodle there. If they're overcooked, or if they're no good, or if they're old, when you overcook them, you squeeze them, it'll smash in your hand. Sorry for, I'm not sorry, but I apologize for bouncing the camera around. I don't want to put the garlic in later. Look at all this garlic, man. Ain't that a lot of garlic minced? And the oil, oh, my potato. Let me get a potato. Get a potato up in the house. That's my filtered water. Let's go in the ice box. My father used to have a fit when I used to say ice box. My brother says that Frigidaire is a brand name. That's not the invention. It's a brand name. Frigidaire. It's a brand name. Potato! I just got some fresh potatoes from the pantry today. Got something yesterday. I wonder if these came out of fresh potatoes. I think they call these white potatoes. Going to use one potato, not two potatoes, not three potatoes, four. Welcome back to my channel. These are my batteries for my Casio. Pop these out. Yeah, it's so funny. Friday I had a good response at Union Station. I went back Monday, it got a terrible response. I don't know what happened. But I did get a better place to play, though. The lady came up and said, you can't play here. This Metro property. And when I moved over, I was in the light. I was in the dark over there. And I moved over in the light, and the security guards even gave me a pass. Pure potato. Am I slouching? I'm gonna be laying down the rest of the day. I need to start doing my crunchies and my push-ups and building myself up. Just regular working, just regular moving around is not really exercise. You know, when we were hunter-gatherers, we were exercising regularly, automatically. White potato. I'm gonna put the potato in there and let it start cooking. Slice. Yeah, I didn't pay my YouTube bill. That's where I was. You was wondering where I was. I'm gonna go ahead and put all this garlic in here. I know it's gonna burn. No, I'm not gonna put all the garlic in. I'm just gonna put the potatoes in. A little bit of garlic, so I can see how it's cooking. See if it's gonna burn or not. My noodles in the sink here, I'm gonna put a plate over it so they don't start turning brown from the air. And let's wipe everything down. Countertops. I like to keep my countertops clean while I'm cooking. I'll just wipe everything down real nicely and clean. Happy Veterans Day. If you're a veteran, thank you for your service. We're going to get back over here in a minute, get back into Bolo. We're going to make a beat with that MoDX M series. Told you I'm going to buy that one. It'd be nice if I can get caught up before New Year's and get that keyboard. I need to pay off all my bills. Get caught up. I need to get my my Phantom out of the pawn shop. It's going to be about $600, $700. Okay. Got a lot of bell pepper, onions in here with the potatoes. See there? Bell peppers, onions. Whoops. Put a little bit more. I used coconut oil I was cooking with. Going to put a little bit of avocado oil in here. Just a little. Oh, I forgot I used Goyo. I need to go pick up some more of this from the Safeway. My girlfriend, not my girlfriend, is a nice lady. She called me and reminded me to go over to the church to get some. We missed our groceries, so I got a bunch of canned goods. That just simmer slowly. And what I want to do is make me some salmon salad. And you know what? Oh, I got one boiled egg. I need to boil some more eggs. Let me boil some eggs while I'm doing this. I usually like filtered water on everything. I have some filtered water down here. I even like to boil my eggs with filtered water. You know, they eggs, if you put vinegar in the water while you're boiling the eggs, it will, the eggs will soak up through the shell. It will soak up through the shell. I remember years ago a guy was running to catch the bus and he dropped his lunch. He said a lady gave him his lunch and she said she put vinegar in the water, and he said he could smell those vinegar eggs when he was running for the bus. He dropped his lunch. He dropped his lunch and he couldn't stop. So he said I could have the lunch. I ate those. My first experience not having a job or not, you know, having my act together. I didn't have a hustle back then. And I got that lunch. I remember I was telling the lady I couldn't find a job. She gave me $5 and she said a prayer with me. I ended up buying beer with that $5 she gave me. But I really meant to use it to go get a job. But back then in that time when I got out, it wasn't no jobs. They didn't want to hire you if you was black. If you were dark-skinned and black and wasn't gay, it was hard for you to get a job. So let me say that again. Washington, D.C. anyway, if you was black and you wasn't gay or light-skinned, you know, Little Richard used to say their mothers, the white mothers, wasn't worried about him because he was gay. He wasn't a threat to their daughters. It's America, man. This is my mother used to pour this out, the juice from the pink salmon. She used to pour it down the drain, and I remember one of her girlfriends. She used to hang out with. My father was at work and everybody was at school. I was just a kid. She was saying, "Don't pour that out." She drank it. It's not the real expensive salmon. And then she dumped it out. And I remember my mother used to trim the fat. Where's my fork? Where's my good fork? Here it is. My favorite fork. When I was a kid, I used to like the salad fork. And my mother used to open up the can of salmon, all this fat. She used to scrape the fat off and throw that away. And my neighbor, a friend of my mother, she said, "Don't throw that away, eat that." And then she would eat the fat. It's what the polar bears eat. When the salmon run, they would scrape that fat off. Eat that. If you drink that water that is inside the can, if you eat the fat, you'll be full before you even start eating. And I remember she was saying, Thelma, my mother's name was Thelma. She used to say, "Thelma, I'm full. I'm full." She got full from drinking the water, from the salmon, and then the fat from the salmon. My mother was throwing it away. She would scrape the fat off and throw it away. And her girlfriend said, "No, don't throw that away, Thelma." She drank it, and she ate the fat, and then she was saying, "Oh, I'm full." That kind of did put a little thing in my stomach right there. Oh, let me show you what I got from my thrift store too. Serving tray, new serving tray. Chef. So I put my food on here and eat, go over there and lay on the bed and watch TV or watch the computer. Like somebody put this in here. It didn't come from the store like this. Let's see. Made in China. 133. And I want to eat off of that today. Oh, I'm tired, man. I'm gonna go lay down. I want to sign off. And my eggs. I want to put some eggs in here. I'm gonna make a salad. Make a salmon salad. Put some eggs in here. I need to get some more Goyo. When you boil your eggs, you put some salt in the water or vinegar, so it'll be easy to peel. If you don't do that, you'll never get the shell off the eggs. You'll never get that shell off. Got to put something in the water so the shell will be easy. I'm tired now. I'm gone, y'all. I have a little bit of smoothie, and I'm gonna go lay down. This will be salmon salad. I'm gonna have 5 potatoes, all the bell pepper, onions, 3 different bell peppers, onions. Then I'm gonna put some mayonnaise in here. Chop those boiled eggs up in here. Not gonna put no onions in here or bell pepper. I'm too tired. Put some mayonnaise in here, and I have when the potatoes get cooked, I'm gonna put a couple of eggs in there and have breakfast. Oh, it's like this. I was gonna put this sardines. It's hot. It says Louisiana hot sauce. And by itself, this is unbearably too hot to eat. I won't even be able to enjoy it. So I'm just gonna take some of this and put it in the salmon for spice. Oh man, I want to see. Let me taste a little bit, see if it's too hot. Let's see. No, it's not too hot. Sometimes the stuff is so hot, you don't even want to put a little bit in, you mess up a whole meal. It's being too hot. Mix that in with the salmon. The guy told me when he was making tuna, he mixed sardines in with his tuna. He was selling sandwiches at the shelter. Yeah, I had a interesting life. In DC, if you remember the Hands Across America, it's a guy called Mitch Snyder. Martin Sheen played Mitch Snyder in the movie. It's a homeless shelter here in Washington, D.C. They had Hands Across America. You remember Hands Across America? Well, that was for the shelter that I was staying at. Matter of fact, I was staying down in the shelter that the day before I was going to roller skate across America. The day before Hands Across America, this guy stole my roller skates. Because I used to park my roller skates on the side of the curb, like a car. I remember this lady told me she came out to the library and she saw my roller skates outside in the parking lot, like it was a car. And she was amazed. She said, I saw your roller skates outside the library. You see, your roller skates was parked. This guy, I left my skates there, and the guy picked them up and put them in his trunk. And he was like a dangerous person. Everybody was afraid to tell me that the guy had stolen my roller skates. I found out months later. He said, yeah, everybody was scared to say anything because they were afraid of him. He picked up my roller skates, put them in his trunk. And because a lady somebody told me months later, he said, yeah, that guy stole your roller skates. So everybody was afraid to say anything because they were afraid of this guy. He was a menace. He was like Omar. He was a dangerous person. So nobody told me that the guy stole my skates. It's the second time somebody stole my skates. One guy that stole my skates hit the number for $250,000. He came back to the shelter and told me, where that guy is? I want to buy him a pair of solid gold skates. He hit the number for $250,000, and they tell me that within that year he had ran through all his money, and he was working down south for a picking. You know when you go down and pick vegetables or whatever, or fruit or whatever. He said he had got into a slave trade down there or something. He said they came and got him after his money ran out. This is America. And they said that he had got caught up in this thing where he was picking for a farmer. And he said when his money ran out, they came and got this guy and took him back down there and making him put him back to work after all his money ran out. So like a slave. So they do have they do have slave trades, and all over the world, people get caught up in it. I remember they used to pick us up. Ask anybody want to make any money down the country picking vegetables, and my roommate used to say, how much they paying, how much they getting paid, how much they gonna pay you, and the guy said, you a troublemaker, like it didn't have any union. So once you got down there, they only gave you a little bit of money, and then you could only buy things that was all in the store down there. They didn't give you money, they gave you a voucher. You can only get enough to eat that day. It was a slave trade. You were stuck down there, you couldn't get back. As you walk out and try to hitchhike back, and there's a black person walking around down there in the country, boy, police get you, you end up hanging from the tree. Matter of fact, they've been hanging people. There's been several black people found hanging from trees recently. But anyway, let me get busy here. Nobody in here but us chickens. It's Bolo.
At 8, and the key bed feels a little bit better to me. Like the key bed feels a little bit better.
I'm gonna go get
I'm not
right
like
now.
a player like that. I know how to hold a few chords and stuff like that. But from what I've heard, the key beds are a little bit better, and the feel of it is pretty cool, okay? Now, it is a very compact keyboard. It is actually much smaller than a lot of the 61 keyboards. They really compacted this thing a lot. So, I actually had to get like a little tabletop for my stand because it was so much smaller. But other than that, all the sounds that you would get in the montage, you can get all the sounds in the new ModiX M series controllers. So pretty much you have all the sounds, you just have everything in a more compact workstation. So that's pretty much it. Now, what I'm going
over here and lay down. I'm going to sign off
make a beat
and drink I have a smoothie. I put some juice in.
And we're going to try to see if something comes out dope. And if you like what you hear, y'all go ahead and pick one of these boards up. I will have a link in the video description so you guys can go ahead and pick one of these boards up. And it's actually been pretty cool. And I'm actually very happy that, I kind of figured this thing out. If you guys know, I've been going through this for a few years with these Yamaha boards, and I finally got it figured out. I still think it could be a little bit faster when it comes to using these boards with other MIDI controllers and stuff like that. But, I figured it out, and, I'm going to go ahead and make something hopefully dope for you guys right now. So we're going to make a beat, no cuts or breaks, and I'll see you guys at the end of the video.
I wanted to give him piano lessons for bartering. Well, imagine me trying to go to work today too. All running around. I've been in 2 food pantries, and my neighbor put some money in my Cash App. I gave her $35, and she sent me $35 in my Cash App. But I'm gonna lay down. Eggs boiling. I'm gonna go over here and lay down. I'm gonna sign off, y'all. I don't think I'm gonna watch Bolo, but I definitely want to get this keyboard. I don't have to worry about the looper pedal. You know what? Too, I want to get that MPC. I want to get the new MPC too. I want to get this keyboard and the new MPC and put them together. I think it's the MPC Live 3. Is what he has. Mix them together. You don't really need the MPC. It has a built-in sequencer. That sounds like one of my songs. I boom. I have a song with that. Boom. He's an MPC type of guy. I'm gone, y'all. God bless us, everyone. I'm back, Jack. And I'm mad. I'm back in the saddle. Let me charge my oh, it's already charged. This is my old iPhone. I use it just to play music back. You know what? I need to find a backing track that's old enough to fit using here. That's what I'm doing. Let me put this on the bed. And I found a backing track that this old phone is able to download. I know I can make a beat. I'm not going to complain about what other people are doing if I'm not doing nothing myself. But peace and love, peace and hair grease. This old card ain't no good. Yeah, and I got a $25 card from the church. I can take it to Safeway. And I'm definitely getting that keyboard. I can use it like a looper pedal. I'm out, y'all. Like I say, I'm back in the saddle again. God bless us, everyone. Leave a comment. Matthew, what's up? I knew you were going to check me out. College kid, I know you there. Thank all the other people. There's a bunch of people that has a community. It's about 6 people that has me on their community neighborhood community thing. I don't even know how it works. I don't know the proper term for it. But I'm gonna go over here and lay down. Wait for my I guess my ready. 3 minutes, a little bit more than 3 minute eggs. They've been setting, boiling. I have my eggs. I usually put the eggs in the freezer so they can get cold faster. Put them in the freezer. If I want to peel them, they just came off the fire. Put them in the freezer for about 8 minutes. And my potatoes still cooking here. garlic is starting to burn too. Now I know Bolo don't have no copyrights on this because he made the beat. He made the beat live on YouTube. After he get it done, he might copyright it. You know, a lot of those guys don't copyright those cook-up beats or whatever they call them. I'm gone, y'all. That's Bolo right there. Go check him out. One thing about him, I can say that when he go live, he doesn't edit much, you know. Same with me. I'm live right now. I'm not editing anything. But God blesses everyone. Peace and love, peace and hair grease, peace and roast beef, peace and roast grief. Live long, prosper, stay safe. Peace in Yeshua HaMashiach, which is Jesus Christ. King James changed his name so you can be easy to read it for yourself. Back in the day, the rabbis were the only educated ones. That's why they were kind of shocked, asked how Jesus hadn't. Where did he get this learning? Because it's a small community. They would have known if he had went away to study like his cousin, John. John went away to study to be a prophet. I mean, he went to one of them. When he came back, you know, he was wearing camels. He had a camel skin and a leather belt, gird. You know, the prophets were, you know, you got to look it up. They studied for real, like the monks used to study. You know, those monks are not real monks. You know that movie Kung Fu? When that movie came out, there was not a monk monastery. There was no monk. They had been, those people got killed and they had got burnt down. It wasn't no monastery. When that movie came out, everybody would go over there and say, where's the monks? So they started a monk ministry thing just for the tourists. And so that monk thing over there was, the government put that together to make money. Because the monastery had been burnt down. You know, after that movie came out, Bruce Lee, it was Bruce Lee's idea. But they didn't give him any credit. They didn't even tell him the movie was going to come out. That they were going to use somebody else, David Carradine. When he saw it come on TV, it broke his heart. It broke my heart. I need to get some Q-tips. Get digging my ears. I'm out, y'all. Check out my shorts. I'm out of here. God bless us, everyone. Share this video. Leave a comment.